Most people make decisions based on how they feel. The most successful people make decisions based on what is true. Emotion reacts, data reveals. Bill Gates built empires and changed the world by choosing facts over feelings. Welcome back to Channel Wisdom Swing. Today, we explore a mindset that separates average results from world-changing impact. Bill Gates believes this deeply. Progress does not come from emotion. Progress comes from understanding. In a world driven by opinions, outrage, and impulse, he chose logic, evidence, and long-term thinking. And that choice shaped one of the greatest legacies of our time. Why? Emotion clouds Jehudi. Emotion is powerful, but emotion is temporary. When decisions are driven by fear, excitement, or ego, they often create short-term comfort and long-term regret. Bill Gates understood early that emotion reacts to the moment, while data explains reality. Emotion asks, how do I feel right now? Data asks, what actually works? True progress requires the second question. Data creates CLTY. Bill Gates is known for one habit above all others: deep thinking, supported by evidence. He reads, he studies, he measures, because data removes guesswork. It reveals patterns. It exposes root causes. It turns complex problems into solvable systems. When you understand why something happens, you gain the power to change it. Impact defines LEJCY. Bill Gates doesn't measure success by wealth alone. He measures success by impact. Impact is not emotional. Impact is measurable. Fewer diseases, higher literacy, improved health outcomes. These are not opinions. They are results. Legacy is built on outcomes, not intentions. And outcomes require data. Responsibility grows with cabalite. One of Bill Gates' strongest beliefs is this: as your influence grows, so does your responsibility. When you have resources, knowledge, and power, you must use them wisely. Emotion-driven decisions at scale can harm millions. That's why Bill Gates insists on evidence-based action. Responsibility demands accuracy. Accuracy demands data. Solving big problems requires faith. Global problems are complex: disease, poverty, education, climate. They cannot be solved with opinions or feelings. They require research, testing, measurement, adjustment. Bill Gates approaches problems like an engineer. Define the problem, collect data, test solutions, improve continuously. This is how progress is made. Emotion inspires. Data diaries. Ties. Emotion has a role. Emotion can inspire action. Emotion can create urgency, but emotion should never control direction. Data decides direction. Bill Gates shows us that compassion must be paired with logic. Caring is not enough. Understanding is essential. When emotion and data work together, impact multiplies. Applying this mindset to your life, you don't need a global foundation to use this principle. Start where you are. Instead of reacting, observe. Instead of guessing, measure. Instead of assuming, learn. Ask, what actually works? What patterns do I see? What evidence supports this choice? Smart decisions compound over time. Data turns failure into feedback. Gates doesn't fear failure because data transforms failure into information. When something doesn't work, it's not emotional, it's educational. Failure becomes feedback, and feedback improves systems. This mindset accelerates growth. Meaning comes from Science or IBU. Gates teaches that meaning doesn't come from accumulation, that comes from contribution. And contribution is most powerful when it is effective. Effective contribution requires understanding, precision, measurement. Impact without effectiveness is intention without results. Data ensures your efforts actually help what the world needs. The world is loud, opinions everywhere, emotion everywhere, but progress requires something quieter: facts, patience, understanding. Bill Gates reminds us, if you want to make a difference, learn before you act. Let this principle guide you. Emotion may start the journey, but data determines the destination. Success is not about how strongly you feel, it's about how clearly you think. Solve real problems, measure real results, create real impact, because legacy is built on truth, not impulse. This is how smart decisions are made.